The Salvation Army's message is all about serving. That's why Northern State University students gathered here and other places across town to capture Martin Luther King Jr.'s message of service. You probably won't hear too many complaints about the 2015 hunting season. The bird numbers were up and the weather was perfect for people to carry on their tradition. Mosquito season is here, which means it's time to start putting on repellents. But be careful about which one you choose. The ones that are labeled organic don't protect you as well as they should. The hail from Saturday's storm completely battered this cornfield, creating large holes in the stalk that could invite diseases. Heather Spaniel, the suspect's ex-wife, says she's glad that he's behind bars, but the trauma from what he did to the young victim will remain with her family forever. Aberdeen has a lack of hotel space ever since the Ramada Inn closed down last year. Some are wondering if a new event center will only enhance the problem. Just the mention of Morgan's name brings Sherry to tears.
And just try to continue going. It's very hard to figure out how to move forward and sometimes how to smile.
The tears are stemming from frustration. No one has seen or heard from Morgan Bowers since February, when she left Aberdeen to start a new life in Atlanta. Sherry traveled to Atlanta in March to search for her daughter, but was forced to leave amid dwindling funds without any results.
She always said, I know if I ever get lost that you'll find me because you're my mom.
Sherry returned to South Dakota to care for her son and head back to work. But the lack of new information is troublesome. There's also been plenty of online drama surrounding Morgan's case. People have been commenting on her official missing persons page, speculating whether or not she's truly missing. The insensitive comments overwhelmed Sherry so much, she had to step back from monitoring the page.
People were so hurtful and cruel. The truth was very simple, very simple. There was a 19-year-old girl named Morgan Power from Aberdeen, South Dakota, who went to Atlanta, Georgia, and was last heard from on February 25th, and she needs to be found. Very simple.
Sick Miller's private investigator, T.J. Ward, says he is staying on the case, along with the Atlanta Police Department and the FBI. In Aberdeen, Pascale Mondesir, KSFY News. It's a clash between corporations and people. The company behind the store planned to set up the national chain in a quiet residential area.
Well, the first time I heard about it, I thought, well, good. That's be more than happy to have a business come into Groton.
The company announced their plans to build in that location in early February.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem myself.
But those living across or behind the land have a different outlook. Some fear the property values on their houses will change. Others worry the increased traffic can harm their children who enjoy playing outdoors. Those in support are looking towards the economic impact of a new store.
I think it would be great. There's a lot of job opportunities, and then there's more excitement around here because there's nothing around here.
Tyler Oliver, the founder of Colby Capital, said he cannot comment extensively on the process, but he confirmed representatives of his company will meet with city officials for a planning meeting.
I guess the way I look at it is if this goes through and we have some issues, we'll take care of them. We'll fix them as there's a problem.
The City Council will meet tonight to decide if they'll allow developers to begin building in town. In Groton, Pascale Mondesir, KSFY News. In the Groseth home, it is a house divided. Kara and Channy Groseth are sisters and best friends, but on the court, they're opponents.
It took a while for them to get used to the idea, but I think that we're all really happy with the decision now.
Kara, an SDSU cheerleader, and Channy, a cheerleader for NDSU, root for teams participating in the conference this year, causing a playful battle between the girls.
A lot of texting, and I'm like, oh, your team lost, and she's like, yeah, so did yours, and or if they win, we celebrate a little bit, but not enough.
When the parents found out that their daughters could be cheering for opposing teams in one night, they came up with an endearing solution. Jerseys with the two teams' uniforms sewn together.
We thought it would be really fun to have shirts that both girls, we could support both girls at the same time.
They thought it was a little bit cheesy, but they were good sports about it, and we took family pictures and sent them out, and they were a big hit.
Don't expect the parents to call out their favorites. When asked what team they really want to win, they remained diplomatic.
We're rooting for the cheerleaders.
But as for the girls, they welcomed the competition.
The game itself will be really insane. Both of our crowds absolutely love our schools, so it'll be just a lot of fun to cheer for.
We've kind of turned it into a playful rivalry, and it's a little bit more fun than I expected it to be as we've gone on.
Just sticks, and it's actually pretty solid. So
The Huron Police Department's new body cameras are only the next step in the department's efforts to be transparent.
We initially reached out to the local media to let the citizens here know that we have this tool now, because we want them to know that we want to be a better department. We want to be accountable to them, and we want to do the best job that we absolutely can.
The department had just a few cameras for the last couple of years, but after researching the benefits of body cameras, Sergeant Casey Spinsby said buying them for all the patrol officers was a no-brainer.
It showed that there was a 53% reduction in use of force incidents, a 65% reduction in citizen complaints, and then there was also a significant reduction in injuries to officers and citizens.
I've seen the value of it in the last couple of years. It protects me, it protects the citizens, it helps everybody accountable that you're dealing with.
The brand new body cameras will offer an unfiltered perspective on the truth on interactions between police officers and civilians. The crisp, clear video from the cameras are a welcomed tool. Spinsby says the decision to buy them now has been much more important, given the recent officer-involved shootings witnessed by millions from cell phone footage from bystanders.
A lot of what you'll run into out on the street is things become our word versus the word of a suspect or a witness, and this takes that completely out of it.
The department has purchased 22 cameras, a worthwhile expense to keep officers and the public safe. In Huron, Pascale Mondesir, KSFY News.